CPAs, insurance, pretty much anything that doesn't fall on the other four, I guess. And then we compared it to a survey that Caitlin found by the Corporate Leadership Council regarding what the current job force in Lewistown is offering for employment, benefits, compensation, and then what the young and upcoming job force in the country is looking for a job.
So what we did is we based our survey that Tyrell had just mentioned on what employees are most looking for in career opportunities. So we found compensation, meaning yes, there is a base pay, but what else would be included in that? Would it be retirement, health benefits, bonuses? Maybe the smaller businesses could offer, maybe the food retail industry could offer free food, you know, as you work during the day. We found work-life balance, having flexible work schedule, being able to split the work time with other important aspects in your life, such as making time with family, friends, community participation, spiritual and personal growth. We also found stability. Does the company that they are looking at, do they have a vision statement? Do they offer goals for their company? Are they offering goals for the employees? What is the company culture? What are their beliefs? What are their values? What are their practices? Is that something I want to be associated with? Location. What does the community offer that they're looking into maybe relocating to? What are the lifestyles that they would offer to the employee? What are the lifestyles that they would offer to my family? How much time travel am I looking at? You know, to be able to work time travel into work, into other aspects, you know, can I make this all work in a day? What is the cost of living? The health benefits. Is there paid insurance? Is it for them? Is it for maybe including your family? How about promoting healthy lifestyles? Maybe they want more of that. Things like maybe paying memberships to fitness clubs, offering weight management classes. How about stress relief? Offering massages, maybe counseling. So then we took this important information from the employees, and we surveyed or interviewed owners and managers of businesses in our local area. And what we found was that they were in agreement with compensation, stability, flexibility, work-life balance, and career development. A couple of other things that we came up with that maybe the employers could look at to help with recruiting and retaining top talent and bringing value to your company would be employee empowerment. You know, we're in a smaller community, maybe advancement opportunities are slow in coming. So maybe there's other ways that we can help our employees feel self-worth, investing. I'm sorry.
When you looked at me, was that what I was supposed to do? Oh, sorry.
So in order to do that, maybe we want to get them more involved in making responsible choices, participating, being heard, listen to what they have to say, get their input. Just helps them bring more self-worth, and after all, a happy employee is your best advocate. So last but not least is location. Maybe the employers could sell Lewistown and the surrounding areas, the location, what we have to offer for people that they're probably bringing in from other areas, or even with people that work for them now. So more on location, Ron is going to talk about.
I'm still in location because I moved up here 5 years ago from Colorado. It was a small town that is maybe a quarter of this size. My kids graduated with 48 people in their class, so it's really small. there were 2 gas stations, closest store was 7 miles away, and everything else was raised beef and that kind of stuff. The community there is nothing like what we have here. Living in Colorado is about twice as expensive and is a very stressful place to live, especially if you're driving in Denver. Lewistown is more laid back. The first time that I walked on Main Street in Lewistown, while it was snowing, it made for a picture-perfect site. With having all the old buildings down Main Street. It was just beautiful, and it felt like it was my new home. Lewistown is right in the middle of Montana, which is how it's got its nickname, the heart of Montana. It is a small town that has over 5,900 people and has just about anything that the big city would have. Out of 364 cities in Montana, Lewistown is the 20th most populated city. We are surrounded by the Snowies, the Moccasins, the Judiths, the Highwoods, and the Belt Mountains. It's an agricultural community that also features historic homes and businesses. Lewistown has an active business community that range from small 1 to 4 employee business to about 500 employees. Lewistown has everything like a grocery store, shopping center, hardware stores, car dealers, restaurants, bars. There's over 20 churches in Lewistown. If you are looking for family entertainment, there's a bowling alley, a swimming pool, movie theater, there's several parks. There's a walking path through town. You can also walk up through Brewery Flats next to the Spring Creek. You can even fly fish there. Take your kids down to the frog ponds and fish. For the adults, they can play slot machines in the casinos. There's several of those. Most of the time in Colorado, we didn't have that. There's only certain places that can have casinos. There are also 4 hotels that will be happy to provide a room for your mother-in-law when she comes to visit. You can enjoy a dinner while taking a historic ride on the Charlie Russell train. And more importantly, Lewistown has several nursing homes and hospitals with several physicians and several specialty doctors that come from Billings and Great Falls for your needs. The communities around Lewistown try to help each other out by spending the money in Lewistown. There are organizations that raise money or volunteer their time for other organizations or people. The Moose raises money to give to applicants for scholarships. They also volunteer their time to clean up streets and build playgrounds for the Boys and Girls Club. And Heidi has also made a donation to the hospital, a $25,000 donation to help the ER get the new ER going. So Lewistown has a lot to offer from where I live.
So Ron Adele spoke about the factors that are most important to employees when they're seeking employment, and I'm going to talk talk a little bit about the methods that employers can use to advertise their job opportunities. So, Lewistown employers' #1 recruitment method is by referrals. And referrals have been proven to be one of the most effective methods for finding candidates who are good fit with company culture. So that's good. Other common methods were the job service and the newspaper, and a minority of local employers answered that they use online and other tools. These are all effective recruitment methods for recruiting local people, but I think that Lewistown employers, there's ways that they could reach a larger audience and broaden their applicant pool. So in recent years, online recruiting has become a lot more popular and been proven to be a very effective method. 30% of all Google searches done are employment related, which translates to 300 million searches every single month. And often when today's candidates find a job opportunity that they're interested in, one of their first steps is to check the company's website for more information on the job and the company. So it's important to make sure that employers here not only have a website, but keep it up to date and informative, not just for potential customers, but also for potential employees that they're looking to attract to their company. Online job sites such as Indeed and Monster can also be good tools for reaching a larger audience beyond the local area. And social media also has become a very popular recruiting tool due to its widespread use. There's 200 million LinkedIn users today and even more Facebook users. And social media is one of the only recruitment methods that has a lot of free options in addition to paid advertising for job opportunities. So, here's some information about how effective online recruiting and social media can be for local employers here in town. So, 73% of 18 to 24-year-olds found their last job through a social network. And one study I read found that employers saw a 49% improvement in candidate quality when they sourced through social media rather than traditional channels. And the most important one to me is that 80% of all job candidates out there are passive candidates, which means they're not actively seeking new employment, but they would be open to a job change if the right opportunity came along. Traditional recruitment methods, I don't think, typically target this audience. They're more geared towards those who are already actively looking, and so you can miss out on that group of people. However, using certain tools that have recently become available, whether it's online sites or social media, you can reach that group of people. For example, on LinkedIn, employers can search LinkedIn members that fit the criteria that they're looking for and reach out directly to them. So I think that's a more proactive approach for employers, and it allows them to have a bigger voice in who's going to be applying for their job opening rather than waiting for applicants to come to them. And it also helps them to hit 100% of candidates that are out there, or that they feel are out there and would be interested in coming to Lewistown rather than just the 20% that are actively seeking employment. So I think successful recruiting comes down to building your company's brand and culture with employees' needs and wants in mind, what Adele and Ron talked about. And then keeping your online presence up to date and informative and making sure it really reflects that brand. And then expand whatever current methods that you're using to include online job sites, postings on company websites, and social media tools. Now, turn it back to Tyrell.
So I guess to conclude, we did find that compared to all of our other respective industries, the jobs in Lewistown are actually very competitive, very good pay. The pay is not necessarily as high as it is other places, but the cost of living is down, so your take-home income is usually higher. We do think that the businesses are doing a good job recruiting, but they need to communicate the positives about the location of Lewistown. A lot of people here is small town. Truthfully, a lot of people, Great Falls or Billings is a small town, but they hear Lewistown and it's minute. But I mean, the rivers, the creeks, the mountains, they need to really impress on some of that and how important it is. I mean, you heard what Ron said, he moved up from Colorado, and how important Lewistown is to his family. And then they should target the candidate audience that wants to live in that area, and then embrace modern technology. I'm not saying I have to be on Facebook every day, but get on Facebook, have a company website. You know, I can say through my line of work, I've researched businesses in Lewistown that don't even have a website, that do countrywide business. So that was shocking to me. Or not on Facebook. So we feel they don't have to change what they're doing, they could just add to it to bring more people to Lewistown, because I think it's easier to sell than most people think. That's it. Questions?
Questions for If I were gonna change one thing then in my business recruitment, what would be your suggestion? Should I do Facebook? Should I get a website? What would be the first thing?
What's your business?
I'm just, what would be the most important, I guess?
I would say your website. Because then at least, you know, say they're searching insurance in central Montana, or, you know, employment opportunities in the insurance industry. Then your company has a chance of coming up, whether or not you have a posting out there, and they might keep it in mind. It provides more information if you do have a job posting out there, they're not. I think sometimes if there isn't any information out there, people are less likely to pursue an opportunity. Yeah, I think that would come first before adding on.
Yeah, I'd say website or Facebook. Because I mean, if you go to Google and type in Abby Majerus, the first 3 things are going to come up are abbymajerus.com, your Facebook, and your LinkedIn. If it just shows up Abby Majerus, XYZ Hanover Road on the yellow pages, 99% of people are going to say, well, that's a nobody. I mean, or look at like, you type in an accounting firm in Billings and you go, it goes like, Bailey, Galusha, Higgins, or Galusha, or else some no name that's in the yellow pages. I mean, which one are people going to click on? So I would say, yeah, website or Facebook.
You're gonna reach out to more people by doing it on a website than just doing it local or anything else.
And I'm not knocking the yellow pages, I'm just saying people don't want to sort through 1 out of 50 matches on the yellow pages. They'd rather go to a specialized website with more information.
I think for LinkedIn, I think is, as far as networking, is probably, I think, one of the better ones. Facebook is a little more personal. But I don't know, I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are on LinkedIn, but I probably get 2 people recruited me a week. And you know, they're, it just, to me, it just seems like a lot of people are looking at you on that website. And I really enjoy LinkedIn. I think it's a great networking website, and you can really put your name out there. I'm not looking for a job, but you know, that's not the reason why I'm on LinkedIn. But
I got a call at the bank like 2 months ago. I've been banking for say 18 months, and one of the requirements of the job was 3 years experience. And I told them that I was like, I don't fit the requirements, but they said when they do a search of bankers in the Montana region, the first people they call are on LinkedIn. So I mean, that speaks volume. So I don't think I was qualified, but I didn't call.
Facebook would be more useful strictly for advertising, I think. You have a wider base of people on Facebook. I think LinkedIn so far has done a lot of professional jobs, but on Facebook you could advertise any type of job and reach a lot of people, whereas LinkedIn, employers can contact qualified people directly. So I think they have their different uses.
And websites are sometimes good because of personal, you know, you want to do business or you want to see the person that you're trying to contact And they have contacted us and maybe a little bit about the employees of the business, and so it gives them a better feel. of the business.
In your guys' survey, when talking to different business owners, did you find any creative ideas that people are using to retain employees or creative benefits that people are using? You touched on that a little bit. Do you have some specifics that people are doing?
I think the best ones that I saw were employers who seem to be really supportive of your outside life, like outside work, whether you need to leave in the middle of the day or attend a kid's basketball meeting or whatever it is. Some employers said that since they couldn't afford to offer, maybe be competitive in the amount of vacation time that they give, they are really flexible with paid time. Saw a lot of support in career development.
Community involvement, support factor also.
I saw health awareness too. A lot of companies doing health savings accounts now. And if you get, a blood screening once a year, they throw $250 in health savings. If you do a telephone health coaching 3 times a year, you get, say, $250 or whatever. So that's a lot. That's not a lot of work for $500-600. It's a good setup.
Some employers are paying for gym memberships.
Yeah, and I mean, it would suggest that if your employee's healthier, he's going to be happier and with you longer. So it's small stuff, but it adds up.
Yes.
Did you know that when people post jobs on job service, they're automatically on the World Wide Web?
Yes, I did know that.
And
But I think,
many employers don't use, they can put their Facebook or LinkedIn, not LinkedIn, but their URL, their website, in that job service posting, and that would just make it easier for the people that want to research the company that they're going to go to work for.
And
They have that information in there.
I think it can be very effective. I think you're still targeting that active seeker rather than people who are just maybe willing to change if someone contacts them with the right opportunity.
There are actually tools within job service for job seekers
Yeah.
to put in the criteria they want, and then we send emails to the people. But many job seekers don't take the time to educate themselves on using the tools that are out there. The same with Facebook, LinkedIn, and all those things. To have a LinkedIn account that looks lousy is worse than having no LinkedIn content, for example. So, yeah, a lot of this, but you still got to follow it, whether it's your website or your LinkedIn account, and on Facebook, many employers check people's Facebook's account. And so if you've got a Facebook account that shows how drunk you got at the prom or the company picnic, et cetera, keep those things in mind because the employers are checking all that social media.
That's right.
I will say one thing about, you said selling your location. I will testify to that, yeah, every once in a while, we have to hire new employees, so we asked our gal Montana Society CPAs to run us a little upbeat ad, and she, wrote, imagine yourself in the heart of the Snowy Mountain, hunting along a stream. We got more male applicants than you can even. It was awesome. I mean, that's exactly what we're looking for. And so I think just sprucing your ad a little bit like that, it worked.
I think it all feeds off it too. So you advertise yourself, and then you get, say you hire a banker or a CPA, which truthfully Wells Fargo is not going to hire another banker or First Banker Stockman. There's maybe 2 new bankers every 5 years in Lewistown, and maybe less new CPAs every year. But so say you do hire one because you sold the area in the family area. Well, I want something for my kids to do. Well, now there's a rec center, or now there's a park in downtown, or my kid doesn't play sports, but he wants to learn about how to run a young business when he's 18. So then there's the Venture Montana. I'm not saying that all these are going to happen, but I think they all feed off each other. It'd be easier to sell if we had a rec center or park in Venture, Montana with another business.
Tie it all together.
But even, But even like, I mean, if one spouse comes, and that's usually the problem with those times, where's the other spouse gonna get the job, from what I've seen? Maybe the other spouse has 3 kids and doesn't want a full-time job, but wants to pour beer 20 hours a week at a brewery or serve flavored marshmallows, so I mean, I'm not trying to, I'm kind of but I can all tie together very easily, is what I'm saying.
Well, on that note, Tyrell kind of put it all together that all